guys, I am Dani and welcome back to Summer Skye Gardens. Have a very exciting video today. We are at our new farm property. So a couple weeks ago we closed on this property. It's about 20 minutes from our home in Splendora, Texas. And I finally am getting a chance to get out here, survey the property, take a look at everything, and get to work on projects. But this is something that I've been dreaming about for the last couple of years, and the timing finally came to fruition where got my kids in school full time. We found this property. It was at the right price, right location, pretty much had everything that I want at this moment, and we decided to go ahead and go for it. So I figure I would give you guys a tour, and then I'm gonna try to do a weekly video where I show you what all projects I'm working on, either inside the home or around the farm. Thought that might be interesting to some people, so you could follow along. Sorry, I had to pause filming there for a second. There's a kid out here riding around on a four-wheeler. Yay. But like I was saying, my goal would be to be filming pretty much everything I'm doing out here, so you could see you know, what we're renovating, what we're changing, kind of our ideas for the property. I mean, this is going to be a working flower farm, and our biggest goal here is to have people come to the property. So I want to have a big area for a U-pick. I want to have classes and workshops. Of course, I'm going to be growing a lot of flowers for cut flower production for sale. But really, I want this to be a beautiful space that people are excited to come to. I want to create an area for like wildflowers for photography. So I just think this will be a super, you know, fun, exciting, beautiful thing that we can get started. Long term, my goal would also be to have this be a place of employment for adults with special needs, like my daughter will be. My youngest daughter has multiple health issues, has developmental issues, she has epilepsy, and she is a special needs child, and I want this to be a space where she can come and work if she so desires. And I would love to be able to have other adults with special needs be able to come work here. So that's probably a little bit of ways away before I can start hiring anybody, but that would kind of be one of my long-term goals. Another long-term goal is to have this be a really great space for children to come to. So maybe kids from schools on field trips where they can learn about nature and the growing of things, or have, you know, parents be able to bring their kids out here, maybe have some small classes or workshops for them. My stepdad said he's planning on putting bees out here. He's kept bees before, and now that we have space for it, that's something he would want to do. So I'm hoping that maybe we could have like a beekeeping class for people. So I just think that it's going to be a really fun adventure, and I can't wait to take you guys along with us. So a little bit about the farm property. It's in Splendora, Texas, which is kind of like northeast Houston. It's pretty easy to get to off the highway. It is fairly secluded, but not too much. I mean, we do have some neighbors close by, but they're not like right on top of you like is in a, you know, suburban neighborhood. The property is about 3.7 acres, so it's not huge, but it's big enough where I feel confident we have plenty of space to do what we want to do. It does have a home on it, which I'm going to turn into kind of an office, store, workshop, storage space. I will have a bedroom in there that we'll keep a bed in just in case I need to spend the night, or me and the kids, or somebody needs to take a nap, or just rest in there. 3 parts of the property are fenced. I do need to add a fence along this back line. If you see all the woods here, that's kind of the back of the property, and right now it's not fenced. I'm confident there are deer back there, so that's definitely going to be a project of mine over the summer before we have flowers growing in here, because you don't want deer coming in and eating all the flowers. What else? It has a well already installed. It has a septic tank, but we are hooked up to city water in the house, but I'll be using well water to irrigate outside. We do have a few storage sheds. We have like an overhang kind of shed, and there are hookups to water and electricity kind of out in the fields, which I think is a huge bonus. We have a driveway and we have automatic gates at the front. So a lot of things already in place, which I'm super pumped about that I'm not having to really worry about right this second. It has a ton of beautiful, beautiful mature trees. There are some of the smaller ones that I'm going to need to take down just to be able to have open space to grow. Specifically these really big kind of juniper evergreen looking tree shrubs. I'll probably leave a few of them for the birds, but some of them I'm going to have to take down. Anyways, enough chit chat. Let's go take a tour and I'll show you guys a look around. All right, here we are at the entrance. And if you look over that way, that's kind of one of the streets that goes by the property. And you can see down to that corner is the property line. So here in this big front field, I'm going to clear out some of these small trees in the middle, and this is going to be the U-pick area. So that way people can come inside the gate, park right up in here, or park right outside and come into the U-pick. And as we turn and kind of walking on the entrance, there is the house. So let's walk up here, and you can see it has a new aluminum roof, which is beautiful. I do plan on painting the outside. It looks like it's been painted not that long ago, but I'm not a fan of this beige and brown color combination. So we'll go inside there in just a second. Over here it has a generator, propane tank. Here's one of the front field areas. Had to pause for a minute. There was a really loud truck going by. So here's kind of like the other front corner area. Not sure what I'm going to do with this right this second, but I think eventually, or maybe later this year, I'm going to turn this into like a big kind of wildflower perennial area for people to come take pictures. So there's lots of beautiful mature trees, which is very exciting. Plenty of space for birds and other wildlife, which I am all for as long as they're not eating my flowers. You can see like these giant magnolia trees, which I think are just gorgeous. There is our water well, which I've never had a well before. Gonna have to look up how to use that. That's just like a little makeshift storage shed. That, I believe, is the septic tank. There's my car at the back. So let's come over here and I'll show you a couple of things I'm excited about as far as these sheds go. So one exciting thing is there is this nicely built storage shed which already has an AC unit. So this will be perfect as a flower cooler. All I have to do is come in and hook a cool bot up, and I can turn this into a cooler. Now the electricity is not working in here right this second because when the sellers moved out, they hit one of the in-ground lines. So the guy's gonna come fix it later today. It has a water hookup, not that I'm gonna necessarily use that, but you can see it's fairly well insulated. I'm gonna put some waterproof insulation in here. There's some kind of makeshift storage in here, and then there's the AC unit. So pretty easy to attach a cool bot to, and this is a really big, nice big space. Here's one of the other storage sheds, which has like a little lean-to. I forgot the key to open it up, but it's basically just a big open shed. So I figure under here I could store, you know, tools or supplies. I might turn this little area into like a outdoor processing area for the flowers. And then I was thinking if I could add in an AC unit to this one, I might have this be like a little working area to make bouquets in an air-conditioned area. So we'll see. So here we are kind of walking around to the back. This is the back corner. And you can see here we have a couple of water hookups. There's a pole right here with electricity. That's our fence line by our neighbor. Little picnic bench. You can hear all the birds, which I think is so nice. So there's off to the street. There's the side of the house. And there's like a little overhang, and probably at some point plan on getting a tractor so I can park it there, and maybe like a little gator vehicle. Back here is probably where I'm gonna put either here or back in this corner. Probably back here is where I'm gonna put any kind of like hoop houses, because there's a direct access to water and electricity if I need to run anything inside there. And it's kind of tucked back here where I don't want customers to go. And then this back area I'm also going to be using for most of the flower production. All right, let's take a look at the back patio. I really like these little like entrances here. So definitely want to make this like a little pretty place that people can come hang out, or maybe we can have workshops. Definitely going to spruce up all the landscaping, because you can see it's pretty overrun with weeds. Not a lot of like actual plants going on. There's a little carport area. So let's walk around the side. This looks like some oleander. I'm gonna rip all that out. Rip these palms out. I think those are super ugly. I want to have like some really pretty, maybe like native landscaping. So this is the front. Definitely need to fix this entryway. This is a huge like trip hazard, fall hazard. Probably gonna put like a ramp, so anyone that needs like a wheelchair or anything can come in through the front door. So let's take a look inside. Had to take my shoes off. So we have a little entryway. And then here is the living room, which right now I'm thinking is probably gonna be like a store area, so people can walk in through the front door and then come in here and, you know, shop, hopefully have like some flower arrangements, local goods. Maybe this can be where they come pick up if they have like a CSA bouquet. This fireplace does not work. I need to have that pretty much removed or built over, but for the moment it's gonna stay. The carpet is going to be all ripped up. This is a dining area. Not doing much with this right this second. Has a kitchen here. Overall, the house is in really good shape. It was built in the 70s. So, I mean, everything looks old, but on our inspection, like all the bones of it were really good. It just needs some aesthetic appeal and some sprucing up. So this is like the master bedroom, which I think we'll just keep this as a bedroom for the moment. I'm gonna take down these old drapes. And then we have like our own, you know, bathroom that we need to use. And then this is like the laundry area. There's our water heater, which needs to be connected to the outside. So I have to have a plumber come in and do that. There's also a fair amount of electrical work that needs to be done. So I'm having an electrician come next week. Like, exposed panel. That's super cool. But yeah, all this carpet's gonna go. Definitely gonna paint. But, you know, the basic bones are good. Like the cabinets are in good condition, the tile, the bathroom fixtures. I think this will be the bathroom that customers can come in and use. And then here's one of the other bedrooms. I'll probably make this, I mean, one bedroom is gonna be storage. We have the 3 over here. Probably make this one in the back of my office because it's kind of like the furthest away from customers. Might have this one be like a grow room where I can start seeds inside and then have like a storage room. Haven't quite thought about that yet, but it's kind of my goals of what I want to use the space for. I can use kind of this space slash the open space slash the patio area to do like classes or workshops. But yeah, overall, like the house is in really good condition. It just needs, you know, some sprucing up and, you know, a way to make it kind of look a little bit prettier. So that's definitely on my to-do list. All right, guys, that is kind of it for now. So that's just a basic tour of the property, some ideas I have. Pretty much this year, the biggest thing I'm going to try to get up and running is by the fall, I want the U-pick hair. Trying to think of something that I can get going quickly to generate some income. I think the U-pick is going to be where it's at. You know, the fall, people love going outside, feeling the coolness coming in, doing stuff with families. Tons of people in our area love going to local farms to go pick pumpkins or go do activities. So I figure if I can get like a flower U-pick up and going, then that could be a big draw, a big way to get the word out, have people come see the property, and be a way to start making some money. So that's kind of my main focus over the summer, is to prepare that area, as well as think about where I want to get production going for things I have to plant in the later fall for spring flowers, as well as possibly the wildflower area, and all while working on some things in and around the house. I know not everything is going to get done this year, and that's perfectly okay. So I've just made like a master list, and I'm going through it task by task and just figuring out, you know, what do I need to get done first. My projects for today are my soil tests. That's number one. Before I put anything in the ground, I need to get the soil test done. Luckily here, let me hold this with my other hand. Luckily here, we can send off samples to Texas A&M, and it shouldn't take real long to get the results. So I'm going to do some samples of a few different areas around the farm. So that's going to be done today, as well as I'm going to start looking at pulling up the carpet. That's something I'm going to do myself. I want to see what's underneath there. Is it wood? Is it concrete? You know, am I going to replace, if it's concrete, I'm going to leave it as is and just stain it. If it's wood, then I'll probably top it with like a laminate wood. I don't want any carpet in the house, just because if we're going to be dealing with plant products, people coming in and out, I want it to be easy to clean and low maintenance and, you know, durable. So anyways, I will try to film some of that and put that up in the next video, but I hope you guys thought this was interesting, and thank you so much for watching and tuning in. I'm so excited about this. I just can't wait to see what this turns into. Make sure you stay tuned to my Instagram at Summer Skye Gardens. I'll be showing more day-to-day stuff, and I hope you all have a great one, and I'll see you in my next video.